Sorry about that. Let me get this straightened out. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, there's lesson number 4 for today. Lesson number 2. This is the spring pole lathe, and typically you would put some mortise and tenon joints in here. Eventually I will do that, but just for now I'm going to screw the this 5/16 inch bolts through here, one on each side, and that'll give it some stability. And like I said in a previous video, I just want to make sure it's functional. This is my first build on a spring pole lathe. I'm doing a lot of modifications to the original plan, and so for right now we're just going to screw it through here, give it some stability. And for the kids' sake, I want to show you one of the ways what I'm going to do, since this is a hand woodworking shop or class. We do have some power tools. We're going to get some more because the 8th graders are allowed to have power tools. But for this one, we're going to use it's called a brace. It's got a 5/16 auger bit on there. Going to hand drill it right through here. I'm not going to get it precisely in the middle. I'm not worried about that. Now the way I'm just going to do this. If you're unsure of the size of it, oh, that was the light bulb. That's all right. We didn't need that. We have a couple more. Okay, I'm just kidding. So if you're unsure, just say you've got a bolt. You're not sure what size drill bit you need. Okay. I mean, I already know this ahead of time, but what you do is take your screw, get a caliper. This is called a caliper, and on this one, the 0 is the centering. I call it the centering point. I've never quite seen one like this, so I'm not quite sure exactly. I'm gonna have to YouTube and see how to read this thing exactly, but I do know that the 0 is center. So I can go by is it millimeters? I can go by millimeters on the bottom, which is much more accurate than inches, but I'm used to inches. But the way you do this is, I'm trying to do this while looking through the camera. You take your caliper like this, and you can see the 0. Well, it's going to have to focus. I hope you can see that. But the 0 is right between, and this is, oh, this is 16th inch. I thought it was 1/8 inch. Oh, that's great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey. So it's just right on 5, just a little bit below 5/16. So that's pretty much how you can tell. That's going to tell you if you've got a bolt like this. Oh, it's focusing in and out. But anyway, if you have a bolt like this, look where the 0's at in relationship to the 16th notes, or you can read the millimeters, which this case looks to be about like 11 or 12, something like, oh, I'm sorry, 6, 7 millimeters, something like that. So anyway, that's how you measure that. One of the light bulbs just went off. It's a motion detector. If I move, watch. Let there be light. There you go. Kind of drives us all nuts. But that's how you figure that out. So I'm going to get to drilling. I'll show you how it's done by a brace. I could use the electric drill, but this is a hand woodworking class. I'm going to try to do as much as I can by hand, yeah, just go from there. So brace, by the way, this is kind of a cool little try to do this. So this is actually like a ratchet. If I can get it right, it can work as a ratchet, I didn't know braces could do that until the last month. So, like I said, I'm a power tool guy, so I know the concepts of woodworking, but hand tools are they're not totally new to me. I've been studying about woodworking for a long time, but I didn't know braces did this. So I'm assuming that's for fine tuning a cut, maybe to loosen it up. If it gets too tight, I just loosened it a little. So when you twist this little knob here, I'm assuming you can also maybe use it as a like put sockets in it and things like that. Tighten it up like that a little bit, and we're good to go. So I'm going to drill. I said I wasn't going to center it. You can't see it. Whoa. I gotta put my foot on the bottom. Hope I don't knock the camera down. Let's get rid of the wood on top of here. That might have been a blessing in disguise. You can't see it, but there are marks on this end for the tendons. So I will actually drill in between those marks because it might mess the tendon up. I'm not sure. If it does, I will be putting a I will be putting a dowel through there anyway to kind of keep it all in place. I may just kind of get it started, give you an idea, because this is really wobbly. I have the spring pole laid on its side. I'll just do one because I really want to get this done quickly tonight. It's 8:30. One of my friends said, "Man, I'm doing too much. I'm going to school full time. I'm involved in a personal growth class. I'm basically learning hand tools myself, and I'm learning a philosophy of Waldorf education." But you know, I feel fine. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lot of work, but I just feel like, you know, when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it doesn't seem like work. I'm having fun. I don't sleep as much as I should. Whoops. Well, I shouldn't say I don't sleep as much as I should. I do sleep quite a bit. I usually sleep about somewhere between 5 and 7 hours a night. I just know how to get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time. And honestly, some days aren't that, you know, nothing's perfect in life. So, like for instance, last Monday, I was actually kind of sick most of the day. I had a stomach thing going on. I had my granddaughter over last weekend, and I took her to stop by one of those what is it called? Like an air playground type of thing. You know, you blow it up with air, and there's a enclosed area where the kids bounce around and play. Took her to that and ate a Polish sausage from there. And the next morning, I was pretty doggone sick. My granddaughter had fun, which I guess that's what counts. So anyway, so we got the hole drilled. Didn't take long at all. I really love those braces. I really do. It's quiet, peaceful woodworking. Power tools I love because they're quick, they're accurate, but they're noisy too. They really have a high decibel level. Kids sometimes have to wear you know, ear plugs or these earphones, which I found out are only like $4 at Harbor Freight, so I'm going to get some more. And some of the, you know, hammering is loud, obviously, but anyway, so what we do, we got our bolt. I'm going to do it from the bottom so you see just I barely have enough clearance. Whoops, I guess I have to do it from the top. And I might have to hammer that just a little, get it through there. Get a rubber mallet. Well, I didn't want to make a lot of noise on the video. Try a rubber mallet. Sometimes I remind myself of this guy that he makes these funny fishing videos. I think he plans his accidents, but they're really funny. I think his name is Larry or something like that. Larry or Bob. You can watch him on YouTube. There we go. Now, I want to take it out because, wow, is that tight. That's about, the bottom is flush. That's how much clearance I have on the bottom. So this is a perfect fit. And I guess I am like Larry the guy because I forgot to put the washer on here. So let me get my wrench. I could use a socket, but that takes a little bit longer to sort through and find it. So I'll just use this real quickly. Have the hiccups. Now, I want to do one of my plans is to purchase a tap and die set specifically for making wooden screws the old-fashioned way. I'm not sure how much money we'll save on screws, but it will be a lot of fun. Be a little cheaper, but it's, you know, we're going to learn the old-fashioned way of doing woodworking. I know the kids have made eggs. We don't have the tools to actually do the eggs right now. I'm going to modify the shave horse so that I can make a what's called a bowl vise, which will enable them to actually carve the shape of an egg. They should be able to. And I'm going to get the right kind of wood to do that. My hunch is that the previous teachers did a lot of the work for these guys, but I feel like, what are they learning if somebody else is doing all the work for them? So it's a little bit of slow going right now, but that's all right. We're going to get it. You know, I realize I do need to have these. I need to have the same children all year long, at least for one class. Not sure. Frankly, what I really need is to, and I know it's kind of hard because Miss Etzko has her class, but for the woodworking class, what I really need is I need to do, because we do half semesters for each, for the class. Half the class one semester, the other half next semester. That's really not enough time to do what we need to do. So ideally what we need is, say Monday, half the class, Tuesday, the other half of the class. Either do it like that, or ideally to have half the class on Monday, the other half on Tuesday, maybe have Wednesday off since it's a half day, and then have the first half of the class that was there on Monday come in on Thursday, and the other second half on Friday. So, and then do that all year long. And my plan is to there you go. That is pretty tight. I can take the clamp off if I want to. That is tight, both of them. Very stable. I don't even need the clamp really to do the other side. So my plan, my goal, ideally, would be to have woodworking 4 days a week, or have an after-school wood club. And that's actually the children's idea, not mine. They're the ones that suggested that because they know we need more time. So we're going to get it together. Might take a little while. We're going to have a great program. I'm going to try not to get this thing to fall over on camera. Now, I won't show you the other side because it's going to be basically the same. But yeah, I think the after-school program would be a great idea. Maybe, I don't know, each half of the class they could have one day. I really feel like divine providence is, kind of directing my life to where I'm actually here. I've tried to get behavioral health tech jobs. You know what? I'm going to have to put that clamp back on because I forgot it's pushing the wood out the other way. So there we go. I tried to find some behavioral health tech jobs around town, and they all want full-time workers. So I have the time. I was going to do that Tuesday through Wednesday. I have the time here, so I'm thinking, well, why not invest it in these kids' lives? Not only can I teach them woodworking, but for some reason, when I'm working around children, I wind up mentoring them or coaching them. It's just been that way forever. And I love doing it, And here I'm getting to teach them a trade plus mentor them at the same time. I mean, it's like the best of all worlds for me. Whoops, let's pull that. Okay. Yeah, I love doing that. I couldn't talk if I was using a power drill. I wouldn't be able to talk on the video. So while, like I said, I know the concepts of woodworking, and while I love the speed and accuracy of power tools, I'm learning. I love what I'm learning with hand woodworking, and my accuracy will get better with practice. You give me a router, I could, man. I think I'll take that off, remove it. You give me a router, bandsaw, man, I could make some nice stuff, nice furniture, nice whatever, nice boxes, picture frames. And I can do it this way too, but it takes so longer, and I think I'm pretty doggone busy, in case no one noticed. So, but it's all going to work out great. Because like I said, I really believe somehow divine providence is arranging my steps to do this. And I love it. Like I said, I love it. I'm usually volunteering my time doing something. Might as well invest in the future of these children and better their life. Things like that. So, that's pretty much how you put these legs on. And I'm talking to the administrators, but this is really a video for the kids to watch. And my phone is so low on storage. Even though I'm doing this on YouTube, I'm recording it for YouTube. After it uploads to YouTube, I have to delete it off my phone, or else I can't receive phone calls. I just learned that today. So there we go. That is tight as can be. I love it. So I think I'm still recording. My battery's a little low, but I will take this off and kind of walk you around and show you this. But that's what it looks like on the bottom. That's just perfect, actually. So I just have this to do, and I'll probably call it a night. I don't think I'm going to get the poppets done tonight. So I have to plane those and glue them together, so that might have to wait till Tuesday or Wednesday. There you go, though. That's one half of the legs, pretty straight. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. If it's not perfectly level, I can loosen the bolts up and get it just right. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to y'all later.